You're watching the Western Athletic Conference on ESPN+. Today we have the Nicholls Colonels versus the ACU Wildcats. Welcome into ACUTV at Orr Studios. I'm Roman Raffelli, joined by Trey Newhouse. Trey, what do we got coming into the game today?
You know, what a start for the Wildcats and the Steven Salas era. ACU started out going into the UTEP game. They're 2-0 with a big win against a really good Lamar team and another big win on the road against Texas Southern. And those two wins are the first back-to-back wins in Abilene Christian Division I history. For the Colonels, a little bit of a different start. They've suffered a big loss at home against Southern Alabama and another big loss at home against Florida International University.
Yeah, Nicholls definitely looking to bounce back here. Let's take out live to Elmer Gray Stadium for the match start. All right, welcome into Elmer Gray Stadium for the girls soccer matchup between Abilene Christian Wildcats and the Nicholls Colonels. I'm Roman Raffelli, joined by Trey Newhouse. And Trey, what do you got coming into this game today? What are some big highlights, some key matchups here?
You know, ACU's coming off a good tie against a good University of Texas at El Paso team. A 0-0 draw. ACU's third straight shutout. They have not allowed a goal yet on the season. And Nicholls is coming off a loss, a 3-0 loss against Tarleton State University, which plays in the Western Athletic Conference. So this game will be a good example for Abilene Christian to see what they need to do to keep up with their conference, you know, because they're going to try to beat 3-0, I think. We'll see how it goes, though.
Yes, we will. And I think one of the key things that kind of stuck out to me looking at this Nicholls team is they've got 20 out of 33 underclassmen, which is, you know, just shows a really young team.
Yes, that's a significant point. They only have 5 returning starters from last year. So a big group of fresh faces who all want to prove a point and who all want to make a difference in the team and the culture of this Nicholls team. So as we get handshakes and captains meetings underway, what do you think are some keys to the game for Nicholls?
Well, I think for Nicholls, I think you gotta get some shots up. They've struggled to get shots up in their previous 3 games to start the season. Versus ACU, you know, ACU's had a really solid defensive year. 3 shutouts to start the season, and then obviously the upset against Lamar, a NCAA tournament team a season ago. You know, it's a huge win, and I think it's just propelled them through their start of the season and really allowed them to play themselves.
Yep, let's take a look at the impact players for the game. For Abilene Christian, we have Chase Thorne and Lily Ross. Thorne was a 2-goal scorer in the game against Texas Southern, which ACU won 3-0, and Lily Ross has been magnificent in the goal. Lily Ross, a 5'10 sophomore out of Beaumont, Texas, and Westbrook High School, she has 3 shutouts in the 3 games. In the Lamar game in her hometown of Beaumont, Texas, she had 8 saves, which is a really impressive number of saves for an NCAA women's soccer game. So really impressive play from Ross so far this season. And for Nicholls, we have Sarah Sigoderson and Brooke Cox. Sigoderson, she has played all but 5 minutes on the back line of Nicholls so far. So a really good display of stamina and conditioning from her, playing out in this early season, still getting in shape, and playing out in the hot sun of Thibodaux, Louisiana. So a great feat from her.
Absolutely, and I think one of those impact players not on there would be WAC Player of the Week in McCarley Holloman. I mean, that's just a huge, or Defensive Player of the Week, McCarley Holloman. It's just, you know, really speaks to the defense that ACU's been able to play with in these first 3 games.
Yes, the ACU back line has been really impressive, led by the likes of team captain junior Macy Stevens, by, as you said, McCarley Holloman, playing some great ball out there. and also by Hannah Gage, senior out of Waco, Texas. So the ACU back line has kind of led the way for this team, kind of supporting Lily Ross, helping her get those shutouts, and not making her make as many brilliant saves that she's made so far. And also, ACU's been great in set pieces so far. In the Lamar game, they forced 8 corner kicks, and one of those corner kicks led to the lone goal of the game against Lamar down in Beaumont. And Chase Thorne had a free kick goal against Texas Southern. So ACU's been great on set pieces as we look to get underway here at Elmer Gray Stadium. It's a balmy 89 degrees, and our official start time is 11:06.
And they're off. Wildcats getting the ball to start. The ACU in black and purple, and the Colonels in white and red. Ball kicked out of bounds. The Colonels are going to have it. Looking to inbound here. It's received. Quickly taken back by the Wildcats. Wildcats going to center. Nicholls playing incredibly aggressive here, putting a lot of pressure on the Wildcats. Wildcats getting it up the middle here.
You know, Abilene Christian's new play style, led by brand new head coach Steven Salas, has been to play the ball through the midfield. And as you can see, number 5, Hannah Martin, really helping lead the way as ACU gets the ball in the box and putting some pressure on already. Steven Salas was the assistant coach for Abilene Christian for a number of years, left to go be the head coach of the women's soccer team about a 5-minute drive away at Hardin-Simmons University. And then ACU was looking for a new head coach. So they said, come on back, come lead the squad and come coach some D1 ball here. So Abilene Christian off to a 2-0-1 start, undefeated so far. And that has to get Steven Salas and the whole culture of Abilene Christian women's soccer feeling great. Nicholls is led by head coach Robert Pody. He's been at Nicholls for 3 seasons. And last year, Nicholls' record was 2-16-1. So coach kind of looking to turn it around here in this one.
Definitely. And the Colonels being super aggressive here so far, but that back line of ACU is just held strong so far, keeping the ball out of the box and keeping their keeper nice and calm.
Yes, and as we have a throw-in for Nicholls, let's take a look at the Nicholls starting lineup. Never mind, we'll get him in a second here.
And the Colonels looking to throw in here. Kick up into the center here. Wildcats hoping to take possession here. They've got it. They jump bunched up in the center. And ACU taking it down the near side. And it's going to be kicked out by the Colonels, so ACU will get a quick chance to reset and then looking to get a shot on goal early in the game here. ACU ball in the box, looking to push us up. It's a great defensive play there by the Colonels, trying to clear the ball out, and ACU looking to get it back here and keep playing aggressively.
Nicholls wearing their white and red away uniforms, and Abilene Christian wearing their classic black uniforms with the purple numbers on the outside. Abilene Christian has a new jersey sponsor, and that's Under Armour. So all Abilene Christian sports teams wearing brand new Under Armour jerseys, some fresh Under Armour cleats. Maybe they make them run faster. Who knows?
Well, we are sure hoping so here at ACU.
This is the first home ACU athletic event for the season. So the women's soccer team looking to get ACU off to a new era in Abilene Christian sports. We have a lot of new facilities here on campus. The brand new, newly renovated Moody Coliseum, the new football field, brand new Elmer Gray Stadium. So Abilene Christian moving into a new era of sports.
Yeah, and even
here with the Western Athletic Conference.
yeah, a new era with girls soccer and new head coach in Steven Salas. All right, the Nicholls keeper going to throw it out here.
A good attendance here for an 11 a.m. start for Abilene Christian. They started at 11 a.m. to keep out of the heat a little bit, but who knows? In West Texas, you can't really escape that very much.
Oh,
Already
Wildcats
86
shot on goal.
degrees here.
Oh, just missed there. Good defensive play by Nicholls. And they're going to clear it up the left side. Yeah, and the Wildcats being super aggressive here. Spent a lot of time in the Nicholls end versus, not too much on their own. Just keeping the ball away from the box and really putting pressure on Nicholls here. We've got to kick it out of bounds. It'll be a Wildcat ball here. And the Wildcat throw in. Nicholls looking to put the ball in the box, centers it, and cleared out by the ACU. Oh, back to the center here. ACU's looking to keep playing good defense. Keep playing good defense, centers the ball, hoping to get it up to the midfield. And Nicholls going to swing it. But ACU there to just, prevent that swing, intercept that pass, and then get it pushed up into the Nicholls end. And we've got a whistle. I believe it's going to be a push on ACU. So it'll be Colonel's ball here.
And as we have a little stoppage here, let's take a look at the Nicholls defense and how they're set up. So in goal, we have Megan Cook, one of our impact player, Sarah Sigunderson on that back line, Corey Ingram and Peyton Bastine topping out that back line. And also, let's take a look at the forwards. We have number 31, and then number 9, Corn Barrett, and then number 18, Caitlin Poirier, as Ross looks to distribute the ball.
Yeah, making her first appearance in this game. And ACU quickly pushing the ball back up to Nicholls after the goalie save. And Nicholls going to kick it to their keeper, who's going to kick it right back up the middle. And ACU there to kind of make him pull it back here.
Nicholls is really looking to play it out wide, get the ball on the edge, and then probably look to center it into the box, go for a little header or something for their first goal of the season.
Yeah, that's definitely a key point here. They've been shut out in their games so far this season, as well as giving up some pretty high numbers in terms of their inability to stop some of these teams on defense.
ACU will look to score early here and not let Nicholls give them a little punch in the gut.
Yeah, hopefully, put some pressure on this really young team. Shake them up a little bit and get on top early.
Yes, and I think the heat will also come into play here. These girls have been playing out in the heat all summer long, probably in better shape than me. I definitely couldn't do it, but 86 degrees, and as we move as the sun moves higher in the sky, we'll get some higher temperatures and
Definitely.
worse playing soccer conditions.
It's going to be a hot one today, as we had that game time pushed up due to the heat this afternoon, and shot on goal just missed. Off right for ACU.
That was number 13, Peyton Hill, with a shot. Peyton Hill has been an impressive striker for this ACU team. She has some nice handles and can score from range. She was the one who scored the lone goal at the Lamar game to put Abilene Christian ahead.
Yes, a huge goal, and led to that Lamar upset in their season opener.
Well, while we're talking about ACU, let's take a look at the ACU starting lineups. In goal, we have number 0 out of Beaumont, Texas, Lily Ross. On that tough back line, we have Macy Stevens, WAC Defensive Player of the Week, McCarley Holloman, and Georgia Gunter. And for the forwards, we have Peyton Hill and Jordan Mickey and Jillian Beck. So that'll do it for ACU starting lineups, including some midfielders in there that I didn't include.
Yeah, ACU looking to make a push up the midfield here, as we previously talked about. They've really had an emphasis on midfield and running their offense through the midfield.
Yes, ACU's put a big emphasis on keeping possession as we look to have a foul here. Nicholls has been a little reckless with their fouling early on this season. In their 3 games so far, they've had 6 yellow cards and 1 red card. So they play a rough and tumble style of soccer. Who knows, maybe they think it's a different kind of football they're playing, but they'll put their bodies on the line for this team.
Definitely in this first kick here, ACU looking to get another shot on goal. And Nicholls clears well, but it's the ACU back. Oh, we're going to get a whistle here.
That'll be Nicholls' ball. Probably a foul on ACU there.
Sure. Well, Trey, what do you think what are some key points so far in this game, about 10 minutes in?
You know, ACU's had possession the majority of this game, but they've just been unable to strike. Nicholls' back line has played some tough defense and kept it out of the box for the most part. They've distributed it back to their goalie, who boots it away, and they've had some good sweeps to be able to keep ACU off of some clear shots on goal. But for the most part, ACU's kept the ball on their attacking side of the field as we have a throw-in into the box here.
Yeah, it's been big for ACU to be able to be aggressive here, especially on a, like you said, really young Nicholls team. Hoping to just keep the pressure on them as they look to center, get another attack attempt here.
Yeah, so far there's been no shots on goals and no saves so far. But Abilene Christian will
pass
look
up,
to
centering, looking to get a goal here. It's gonna be taken and shot on goal. Oh, misses high.
It looks like
looks
two
like we got an
Nicholls
injury.
players collided here.
Yes.
And they're both down. You hate to see that so early in this game.
They're looking all right, though. I believe we're going to be able to walk off here. Trainer's coming on the field to check it out.
Those players are number 22, Corey Ingram, and number 32, Berkeley Payne, injured. And looks like they're just walking it off. The Nicholls trainer's coming to check them out, but looks like they probably just collided knees or something like that. And you know that hurts. That hurts a lot, and especially to be able to keep playing. Looks like Berkeley Payne will come off the field, and Nicholls will have to do some early substitutions.
Yeah, no, they had a quick break here. Give you those a chance to catch their breath. Avoid this. Well, not avoid, but rest in this West Texas heat.
And coming on for Nicholls, number 9, Corn Barrett, forward out of Houma, Louisiana. Attended Houma Christian School.
It'll be Nicholls' ball here. The goalie, number 0, Megan Cook, will be punting it here.
And that was actually a drop ball there, kind of the equivalent to a jump ball in basketball. The referee just kind of drops it where the stoppage was, and luckily for Nicholls, Megan Cook was there to just able to easily pick it up.
Yeah, and AC with the ball again, looking to push here through the midfield. Driving up into the box. She's got a pass. And the center of the cross. Oh, just going to be mistouched out to the sideline here. ACU just going to reset here and try to get another shot up. And that cross. Yeah, ACU moving laterally quite a bit here. And the shot on goal just misses. Back out to the far side here.
Ooh.
And
Chase Thorne collides with a Nicholls player.
And shot on goal. It's going to be grabbed by Cook, who will look to distribute to her colonels here.
A great push there by ACU. What was that, 5 crosses back and forth? They were playing pass over the goalie's head, a little bit of keep away. That was Locks Neves with the first cross to get that action started.
Yeah, and Nicholls trying to clear it, but again, ACU just grabbing that ball at the midfield and looking to make another push, really keeping the pressure on Nicholls here.
Megan Cook is a redshirt freshman here, so getting some early playing time in her young career. And she has 1 goal so far against a good Abilene Christian squad, so off to a good start. And Megan Cook is one of the 20 underclassmen that makes up the Nicholls roster. A really young team here, as Abilene Christian will get a throw in near their own corner.
Yeah, like Trey mentioned, I mean, it's a very young Nicholls team, but they've held so far kind of that bend but don't break philosophy here against the Wildcats. Wildcats getting a lot of possession in their box, but Nicholls able to keep it clean so far.
There's a good cross there. That header was missed, so luckily it will result in an ACU goal kick. So that's one of those good misses that you get a lot in soccer. Here comes a substitution. Coming on for Nicholls, number 5, Jaden Jeter. Or that should be number 6, Lily Mazur coming on. Another one from Houma, Louisiana. So Houma represented a lot on this Nicholls squad. As play resumes.
Yeah, Wildcats making a push up here. Nicholls keeping the good pressure on them though. Yeah, Wildcats center. Gonna look to, yeah, great touch there. And looking to get a shot on goal. Oh, great look stopped by the defender. ACU retains possession. And it's gonna kick it out just right of the goal there. Well, again, great pressure put on by ACU here, and Nicholls playing some really solid defense and able to keep their goalie clean so far.
Yes, that was Chase Thorne on that first shot, and she's a dangerous threat from anywhere on the field. So you got to think if that Nicholls player didn't stand in there and take that shot, then that might have been a goal.
Definitely, and I think Thorne's just looking to keep getting looks like that throughout this game, and one of them's going to fall one of these times.
Yes, Chase Thorne doing more of the same this season. She was Abilene Christian's leading goal scorer last season, and she's just continued at the same pace this year.
Yeah, as AC tries to push the ball up here, Nicholls getting a push going towards the Abilene side of the field. Abilene's going to grab it right back, though. They've done a great job being able to do that. But the Colonel is going to kick it out of bounds here and keep their defensive side clean so far. Get a chance to reset as Abilene makes an aggressive push here.
Abilene Christian's passing is a standout point for me so far this game. Their passing, they've been able to keep possession on almost all of their passes so far, and I say that as there's a turnover, but the passing just really crisp so far in the first 15 minutes or so in this game.
Yeah, I think some of Coach Salas's key points coming into the season were having a really solid defense and being able to work through the midfield. But I think something that's kind of been underlying is his emphasis on their fundamentals and just playing real great team soccer here.
Yes, all Division I soccer players are really good at soccer, but fundamentals get forgotten sometimes. They don't get practiced, and that's the main part of the game.
Yeah, AC looking to get another shot up here. Good deflection by the Nicholls defender. And Nicholls takes possession.
ACU's has some really good crosses into the box so far, and that's a dangerous position to put the opposing goalie in. And they have a lot of bodies in that 16-yard box in that tight space. So you got to think sooner or later one of those balls will bounce their way and find its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, and as this game's progressed, we've definitely seen some closer shots and some more dangerous attempts if you're Nicholls. But on the Wildcat side, they've been super aggressive and are just throwing shots up, and they're going to start to land against this young Nicholls team.
That was a dangerous attempt then. A great pass by Nicholls into space, but it just happened to find its way out of bounds. Number 31, Keely Vitrello, supposed to be on the receiving end of that pass with nothing but green grass ahead of her.
AC pushing up here, looking at a shot in the box. Gonna cross, 1-on-1 with the goalie, and that's a goal from the ACU Wildcats. Take a quick 1-0 lead against this young Nicholls team.
That was number 19, Chase Thorne on the goal, and number 11, Jordan Mickey with the brilliant pass.
Absolutely.
Into the box,
Brilliant
untouched.
assist there from Thorne.
That's fundamental ball right there. Take the ball down the edge, cross it into the box, and find your teammate to knock it into the back of the net.
Definitely.
So ACU takes a quick 1-0 lead with 26 minutes left here in the half as Nicholls sends a big mass of substitutes to give their
Nicholls
players a quick break.
Nicholls with a small little meeting in the box here, hoping to, keep the spirits high and, kind of forget that one happened and go get one on ACU here. But, like we've been saying, ACU's just, they've been super aggressive, really great on the defensive end. As soon as Nicholls tries to get really anything going here, ACU just shuts it down and scratches their way back into the other end of the field.
That's goal number 3 for Thorne on the season.
All right, it'll be Nicholls' ball here, and ACU just playing super aggressive, getting right back on him as they look to take possession.
That's something I've noticed about this ACU team so far this season. After a goal, most teams kind of sag off, kind of like let the team come to them. Not Abilene Christian. Abilene Christian ups their pressure and gets on the other side of the field playing defense right after they score a goal.
And ACU takes possession. Oh, we're gonna get a flag here. It'll be ACU ball. And once again, that goal, Chase Thorne, the Abilene Christian Wildcats leading scorer so far this season with another one there. Ooh. And looking to get another one here, pushing up the field. No defenders in front of her. Crosses, and it's kicked out of bounds by a Nicholls defender.
ACU will get their first corner kick on the game. And that was a brilliant take there by Jordan Mickey. Kind of doing a nice little move, kicking it over the defender's head to get into space.
And I believe the kick here coming from number 10, Kinga Koronkowicz for ACU. I'm sorry, number 10, Taylor Den for ACU with the corner.
And Abilene Christian over these past 2 seasons have been very dangerous on these corner kicks, as they have on all set pieces. As we have some substitutions coming on. That substitute is
number 4, Emma Nyland. And looking to get this corner here. I believe that was Den who got subbed off, so she will not be taking the corner.
As we look for the ball coming here.
And the shot in, headered and through the legs. But Megan Cook with the stop.
And it looks like we have a stoppage of play here. They whistled it as it was coming into the box. So we'll see whose ball that is. It might be a re-kick for Abilene Christian.
I believe Abilene we're going to see a re-kick here.
We'll get a second chance. That was a great first look.
It certainly was. And, I mean, ball through Cook's legs, although with the whistle, might have just been trying to stop the ball and get it back in play.
That last shot was by
and the kick
Jordan
in.
Mickey being a presence so far in this game.
And Nicholls looked to get that out, but Wildcats coming right back in with it. A couple of headers here. Looking to kick it out. And Thorne with a shot, saved by Cook. Again, just, that shot unfortunately right at Cook, but a good save and another great shot on goal.
Oh, and Abilene Christian will gain possession back here, as it seems like they continue to do.
Yeah, really just being great on possession and, being super aggressive on this young Nicholls team. And Wildcats trying to center the ball. Nicholls being super aggressive, really playing at ACU after ACU playing at them pretty good so far in this game. And Nicholls looking to make a push up the right side. Trying to reset, get something going. They center. But ACU's going to take possession, kick it right back over to that right side. And just out of the reach of Wildcat there. But it's going to be played up front here. And Nicholls looking to recover on defense, but ACU pushing super aggressive here. And the ball taken by Thorne. And the shot on Thorne off the hands of Megan Cook. And that's a goal.
Jordan Mickey with another goal. She just took that right by the defender, dribbled the right by her, and put it right over the goalie's hands. Jordan Mickey being a presence that's being felt by this Nicholls team so far this game. She has an assist and a goal.
Yeah, assisting that first goal there, and then getting the second one right there that we just saw off the hands of the goalie. And giving a little dance at midfield as we reset here.
Mickey, one of 4 seniors on this team, and she's one of the team captains, and she's playing like it so far this game. That first cross was setting up a brilliant just little tap-in, an open space for Chase Thorne. And then that other one putting it right past the goalie off of her right foot in the bottom center of the goal.
Yeah, it's a great goal there by Mickey, really just keeping the pressure on Nicholls. Nicholls was looking to get an offensive possession going. That's actually doing the same thing right here. Looking to center, get a shot up, pushing the ball, but ACU's going to be able to kick it back and attempt to clear here. ACU taking the ball back just from behind the Nicholls player. And we're going to get a stop and play here. Yeah, that's a great goal by Mickey there. I mean, goalie was playing up a little bit, and no defenders really near Mickey, and she just able to get a shot up.
Yes, and here's Mickey taking another touch here. Look at that fancy footwork.
It's going to be taken back by the Nicholls defender, who's going to look to push up, but ACU right there to stop it.
Seems like Abilene Christian has just constantly had the ball on their end, and Nicholls hasn't really had a good chance so far. You can see why ACU's been a scoring threat this season, and Nicholls has allowed more than a couple goals, as there's a deep shot right there.
It's going to be off to the left.
Pass
ACU looking to center, and that cross kick is going to be kept in bounds by the Wildcats. And a little battle on the baseline here. ACU pushing into the box.
Good defense in the box by Nicholls. Marking
yes,
their
Nicholls looking to
territory
clear
there.
here. But ACU just staying on and not allowing them to get that clear out. And ACU's going to center, looking to get another possession in the box here.
Abilene Christian is playing some of their best defense on the offensive side of the field. They're really pressuring the ball handlers for Nicholls and forcing a lot of turnovers on their own end.
Yeah, and allowing Ross to, stay calm in that box and work her way up the field here. And AC trying to get another shot up, moving the ball forward. And we've got a player down for the Wildcats. Looks like she's gonna hop right back up.
That should be a free kick from right outside the box for Abilene Christian.
Yeah, hoping to get a good look here.
Lily Ross has not had very many options to get things going in this one, but I'm sure she's thankful for her back line of defense for keeping her safe back there.
Yeah, and ACU with this free kick really hoping to keep the pressure on Nicholls as they have done so far in this game.
ACU running a little tricky 3 people taking the free kick option, and those 3 people are Chase Thorne, Macy Stevens. And Macy Stevens will take that.
And
Ooh, what a
great save by Cook there. Able to push it to the right side of the goal. And a diving save from the redshirt freshman, Megan Cook.
And Abilene Christian and Nicholls both have some substitutions coming on. Chase Thorne, who scored the first goal, going off, as well as Peyton Hill. And coming on for them, Amelia Leggett and Hannah Vetromile. What a save by Megan Cook. Macy Stevens was able to put that ball in the upper left 90. But Megan Cook was able to get up there and use those gloves to deflect it and force an Abilene Christian corner kick.
Abilene Christian been great so far this season on the corners. And they're going to push in, get a deflection. Nicholls ball up in the air, right next to the box. Bouncing around, a lot of people in the box here. Nicholls looking to clear, ACU going to keep it on him. And that shot's going to fly over the goal. Well, it's a really, really dangerous situation there for the Colonels, but, able to walk out unscathed.
Yes, that's a really dangerous spot for a goalkeeper to be in. You have a lot of your own teammates and opponents clogging up your box. Ball bouncing around in there, don't really know where it is, can't really make a nice save. That's more of your back line and defense's job, more than yours if you're the goalie.
Yeah, and so far in this game, ACU's got 10 shots on goal versus the Colonels. Been shut out so far. Really, again, just highlighting that phenomenal defense so far this season by the Wildcats. Looking to cross here, and that's going to be grabbed by Cook, who's going to hold it for a sec.
Looks like there's a foul on that side of the field. That'll be Nicholls' 3rd foul of the game. Right here. Oh, and that foul will lead to an Abilene Christian free kick. Macy Stevens taking that free kick.
Yeah, we've got a lot of population in the box here, hoping to get another tip, playing it like a corner. ACU flying into the box, but it's going to be directly caught from the free kick by Megan Cook. Again, that redshirt freshman getting some good time and making some good saves here against a pretty ruthless offensive side for the Wildcats so far in this game.
Cook really looking to slow it down right here as Abilene Christian keeps.
Yes, but that punt going to go straight back into ACU possession. ACU going to look to make another push here. It's going to kick it back, try to reset and push it up the side.
Nicholls with a good pass into the box, but it's
ACU's going to clear it out immediately, and I mean, again, just hiding that phenomenal defense so far in this one.
Abilene
And
Christian,
ACU pushing back into the box here.
Abilene Christian has really liked those long balls so far from the defensive end as Mickey.
Oh, gets spun up, but Mickey looking to make a possession here, and she's hit. Cook went up and, able to make an aggressive save, and Nicholls going to kick it. Oh, ACU going to keep it inside on the baseline, and that's kicked out of the baseline by the Colonels. And I believe we're going to get another Wildcat corner.
Yes. What a pass by Mickey, trying to find Locks, Neebs there in the box, and she was looking to make a nice play on it, but forced a corner kick.
Correction, that is not a corner. We have a Colonel ball.
Colonel
going to be kicked right back out on the throw-in.
That will result in another Colonel throw-in. Abilene Christian has just put a barrage of shots on goal so far in this game. Abilene Christian has 5 shots on goals to Nicholls 0. Nicholls has no shots off of the goal either, and Abilene Christian has 10 of those. So really making Megan Cook work. She
Absolutely.
saved 3 of those balls, but 2 of them were supposedly unsavable.
Yeah, great ball placement here on that offensive side for ACU, and really just continuing to keep pressure on the Nicholls Colonels here.
And it looks like we will have a hydration break here.
Yes, keep the girls nice and hydrated out in this West Texas heat. All right, we'll take you to break and be back here shortly. And welcome back to the action here in Abilene, Texas. The Wildcats with an early 2-0 lead over the Nicholls Colonels, and looking to keep being aggressive here after the hydration break. Trey, what have been your big highlights so far this game?
You know, Abilene Christian has just been moving the ball down the field with ease, like a warm knife through cold butter, some might say. And they're really doing great on getting the ball into the box. And if you get the ball into the box enough, the ball will bounce your way. It's a kind of a game of luck in some sense. It's not, but in the same time it is. And Abilene Christian will look to repeat that.
Yeah, and ball slips through here, but thankfully no Colonels on their offensive side. ACU going to retain possession and then look to push up the left side. And pushing up. The Colonels being aggressive, trying to stop it, but it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Friction kicked out by the Colonels. Wildcats will have possession. And on the throw-in, you got it moving upfield. And she's just absolutely smothered by the Colonels. It's going to be kicked out by the Wildcats. And the Colonels going to look to get an offensive possession going here. Wildcats pushing up. They got possession once again. And center of the field, going to kick it up. And diving save by redshirt freshman Megan Cook. You know, she's been pretty great in the goal so far here. You know, obviously letting in the 2, but against this very aggressive and just fundamentally sound Wildcats team, that's, you know, not too bad so far.
Yes, and that was a great through ball, putting it past the defenders, letting the forwards go get that ball by Abilene Christian, but just a little bit too far out in front, and the goalie was able to come off of her line and go get that ball.
And Abilene Christian with possession here, looking to reset, get their offense going, and then make another push at Cook. And ball up the left side is going to bounce out of bounds, just out of reach of that Wildcat player.
And with around 10 minutes left to play, Abilene Christian leads 2-0 here in Elmer Gray Stadium.
Yeah, and if you're Nicholls, you're really hoping to get something going on offense here. You know, once again, no saves needed by no saves attempted even by the Wildcat keeper.
Yes, and Megan Cook has 4 saves so far in this game, and that free kick save around 10 minutes ago was one of the most brilliant saves I've ever seen. Able to go and tip it out of bounds and save a goal and force a corner kick. So Lily Ross will get one of her first attempts to do anything so far in this game as she boots it down the field.
Yeah, ball taken at midfield by the Colonels. Wildcats are going to get it back, though, and push it down to the left side. Wildcats center, playing it through that midfield like we said before. And the Colonels are going to kick it back to the left. ACU's going to keep it in. Great touch there by the Wildcats. And then the Colonels are going to take possession up the midfield.
Good counterattack.
But the Wildcats are going to take it right back from them. I mean, that just speaks to this Wildcat team being super aggressive and not allowing Nicholls to get 1 or 2 passes consecutively and try to get something rolling.
That was WAC Defensive Player of the Week, McCarley Holloman with that save there.
And Wildcats centering into the hoping to get in the box here.
Well-deserved honors for Holloman. She's been playing great soccer.
Yes, first ever Wildcat Defensive Player of the Week. So, you know, they're super thrilled to have her on the defensive side here and, you know, the great ball she's been playing so far this season.
She's played all 90 minutes of multiple games this season, so great conditioning and great.
And the center from the Wildcats going to be tipped out by the Colonels. Wildcats hoping to get a shot up, cleared by the Colonels, and Wildcats going to have to go chase it back into their territory. But thankfully, no real threat here from the Colonels so far. And they're going to keep it on the far side of the field, looking to play through that midfield. Wildcats with possession. Kicking it up that far side. Oh, and a ball to the face of the Wildcat there.
Oh, no, that's Locke's Neves taking a ball off of the face, and here comes the Abilene Christian trainer to check her out. Ooh, that's got to hurt. Right off the foot.
Yeah, and it looks, Neves looks like she wants to stay in the game here, but I believe they're going to have to do a concussion check after a shot to the face like that.
Yeah, safety first. Safety first. And that ball was scary coming at her.
Definitely. Well, quick break here for the injury. I believe it will be ACU.
It'll be a drop
ball here. Yes, drop ball in front of the box. Cook making her way up, hoping to, you know, quick grab this and then distribute to her players around her.
And coming on for Locks, Abilene Christian has number 16, Sophia, coming on.
And yeah, that ball kicked right back into the box by Cook.
having to do one little kick back so it's legal for her to pick it up inside of that 16-yard box.
And she's going to boot it back out, but it's going to be first touch by the Wildcats, and they're going to hope to get it right back over where it just was. And Wildcats making a push here up the right side, and we're going to get a stop and play. I believe we're going to get a foul on the Wildcats.
That'll be the Wildcats' third foul of the game here. So both teams playing aggressive, physical soccer.
Yes, and like we mentioned earlier and highlighted, this is a very young Nicholls team, and struggling a little bit to get anything going offensively. But I mean, who can blame them against this phenomenal front and back lines of the Wildcats, just keeping the pressure on the Nicholls goalie so far in this one.
Yes, and I think in soccer, midfield kind of is a forgotten about position. You don't really notice until
Absolutely.
they do something awesome. But the Wildcat midfield's been great in this game, led by Hannah Martin, Jazelyn Torres, and Taylor Den. They're the kind of point guards of the soccer field. They facilitate. They put those through balls into the box for their forwards to go and score them. Wildcats have a free kick from the line, and Macy Stevens
kicked
taking
into the
it.
box. A lot of red jerseys there, and Nicholls is going to hope to clear it here. But the Wildcats can gain possession right back and keep it up the right side.
Dangerous attempt by Nicholls. They had a one-on-one with a lot of green grass ahead of their forward.
And ACU going to take it right back up, pushing strong and quick up the middle, and ball going to be stopped on the right side, and we're going to get a stop and play.
Looks like that will be an offsides call against the Wildcats. So the forward just got a little bit too far out in front of that back Nicholls line, and it'll be a turnover here.
Yeah, Nicholls with the ball. Going to kick it right back to ACU. Wildcats looking to get another shot up here.
And that'll stay ACU's ball. So a dangerous position for a throw-in here.
Well, and since that second goal, I mean, Nicholls has been a lot better on the defensive end. Not allowing too many more shots since that second goal, making some substitutions here.
Coming on for Nicholls.
I believe that's number 21, Delaney Lamont, coming in on the defensive side. And ACU looking to get some more shots up here from the throw-in. They're going to make a quick swap in the thrower. And ACU got a quick 2-on-1 there, pushing into the box. Nicholls trying to clear, but ACU's going to grab it right back from him. Make a good move to the middle. Play through the center. Nicholls, bounced off the ACU Wildcat there. On the left side.
Hustling to go get that ball. Want to keep it there,
in bounds. Keep possession here. And then they're going to center, try to get a tip. Kicked it back out to the far side.
That was a dangerous ball right there. Slowly rolling through the box, but the Abilene Christian Wildcats weren't able to clean it up and put it in the back of the net.
Yes, no shot. No shot thrown there on the attempt. And it's going to be Nicholls' ball as it goes out on the near side.
So around 10 minutes remaining in this half.
And we're going to get a penalty there, I believe. And
Foul on the Wildcats. Should be Nicholls' ball here.
Yeah, we see that. Get a little bit of a glimpse at the Wildcat formation here as they get this free kick, and very well spread out through this near and midfield side, hoping to get the possession right back from Nicholls.
Yes.
As they battle with Nicholls in the midfield for the ball. Looks like it's going to... Well, we're going to get a stop and play here. Foul on the Wildcats, and Nicholls looking to get their first shot up here.
So a dangerous position for Nicholls to have a free kick. Lily Ross will get some work here, as you see her coaching and moving around the defense. That's an unspoken role for the goalie to. That's an unspoken job for the keeper to have.
Yeah, almost
kind of the floor general and
right.
Coach out there moving around.
Yeah,
the
coach on
players.
the field. as Nicholls looks to get their first shot up. And it's going to be saved by Ross directly from the free kick, and an excellent save there as ACU will look to clear this ball.
That'll be Lily Ross's first scare of the game, and she handles it elegantly. She's had a pretty chill first half. No shots on goal so far until that one, and she makes a nice save, able to fall on it and thwart the Nicholls attack.
Yeah, Nicholls looking to get something going here, but ACU just been super, super aggressive, unable to get anything going if you're the Colonels here. And ACU with the ball up the far side.
Turnover in a dangerous
And
position.
we got a 1-on-2 here for the ACU. And the shot going to be just off to the right side.
That was Hannah Vetromile
Yeah,
with
Vetromile
the steal
Good look
in
there.
her own territory, and a nice little move, but the goal is just wide.
Yeah, the Colonel's able to get back and, kind of thwart that attempt from the backside there as the Wildcat there alone in the box. But again, just ACU getting shots up. Ross with the 1 save so far. Megan with 3. However, she's had a lot more pressure than Ross.
Megan Cook, the redshirt freshman, getting a lot of pressure put on her this early in her career, as the Wildcats will have a throw-in.
That'll be a Wildcat ball here. And the throw in kicked by Nicholls. ACU's going to retain possession.
Nicholls has the chance to counterattack, but McCarley Holloman will go clean that up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, looking to push this ball off the near side. Nicholls been able to keep the Cats controlled so far in the recent minutes, but again, still down 2-0. They're in a tough spot, and we're getting another foul, I believe, on the Wildcats. It'll be Nicholls with a free kick here.
Abilene Christian and Nicholls, old conference rivals whenever Abilene Christian was a part of the Southland Conference for their first 10 or so years when they moved up to Division I back in 2013. So these teams are very familiar with each other. Abilene Christian leads the women's soccer battle 6-2, with winning 6 games, with Nicholls only winning 2. The last matchup was March 26, 2021, and Abilene Christian won that game 3-0.
Yeah, it's we're gonna another stop and play. Believe we're gonna get a yellow card here for the Wildcats. That is number 16, I believe. Sophia Peritzkolo with the with the yellow card, I'm sorry. And now we will have a free kick.
Nicholls looking to put some more pressure on Ross back there in goal.
Yes, number 26, Sarah Sigurdsson with the free kick here.
Lily Ross has not allowed any goals so far this season, and she wants to continue that streak in this game.
Yeah, and so far so good as we in the final minutes of this first half here, and no goals for the Colonels. We're looking to make a push here, get something going. Ball's gonna be kicked through the box onto the baseline, and that'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats.
We'll see how that yellow card plays out for the Wildcats the rest of the game, as Lily Ross plays a short ball into Macy Stevens.
Yeah, Wildcats looking to push up here, clear their own territory. We haven't seen much of this in this territory so far. Wildcats really been great on the midfield and offensive side, keeping their defense nice and clean and calm. It'll be a Wildcat free kick here on the far side, looking to get perhaps another shot on goal, maybe 2, as we are in the final minutes of this first half.
Macy Stevens is usually the one kicking those long balls down the field that creates those great opportunities for the Wildcats. And Megan Cook will come out pretty far to get that ball.
Yeah, the Colonel's able to shut down that Wildcat push there. Cook with the ball, and Colonel's gonna try to push it up here. ACU playing super aggressive, trying to keep it on that side of the field. And we got 3 Wildcats to that 1 Colonel there. Colonel's trying to push it up the near side. And it's going to be Captain. Wildcat possession, looking to make a push.
We're with around 5 minutes left to play. Our clock is not exact, but we are near 5 minutes as Amelia Leggett put
With
the
the
nice
cross
into the
and
box.
caught by the redshirt freshman Megan Cook. And able to shut down that Abilene push once again.
From the goal, Nicholls has been playing pretty slow with giving Megan Cook time as that ball goes from one goalkeeper to another, and Lily Ross will have a chance to show off her leg here.
Yeah, and the boot up to the midfield here. ACU going to take the header, put it into Colonel territory, and look to get another possession in the box. Running out the far side. And she's going to be tripped. And I
There will be a
believe we're going to get
foul
a
call.
free kick here.
And a yellow card on the Colonels. That yellow card is their 7th of the season so far in their 4th game. And the Wildcats will have a really dangerous opportunity to score a goal here. Wildcats really good at free kicks and corner kicks, known as set pieces, so far this season.
Yeah, and that foul on Brooke Cox, the free kick is going to be awarded to Macy Stevens.
And the Wildcats running their classic 3-man free kick formation. Who knows who's going to take this kick? The Colonels don't, and I for sure don't. They all spread out an equal distance away.
And she's just going to take it herself. Shot on goal. Diving save by Megan Cook.
That'll be
Well,
Megan Cook's 4th save of the game.
Yeah, on that yellow. Once again on Corin Barrett of Nicholls. Allowing that free kick there. From the Wildcats, who are going to look to take possession back here and try to get another shot up just before the end of this first half. AC looking to push up the far side, getting a pass back, trying to reset. Nicholls playing some great defense as of late, but unfortunately allowing those 2 goals that have led to them being down 2-0. And another great save by the redshirt freshman, Megan Cook.
Megan Cook's 5th save of the game. And she looks to slow it down and give Nicholls maybe 1 or 2 last pushes against the Wildcat back line.
Yeah, but that
before
Wildcat
the
back
end of the
line
half.
taking back the possession here and looking to push up that far side.
Macy Stevens has been great about putting pressure on the Wildcats. I mean, putting pressure on the Colonels. She wouldn't want to put pressure on the Wildcats.
Right, Wildcats playing some great ball here, keeping the pressure off of them and really on this young Nicholls team. And the Wildcats on the far side. They're going to make a push up the baseline. It's going to be kicked out by the Colonels, I believe. And we're getting another Wildcat corner here.
The Wildcats' 2nd corner of the game. Abilene Christian putting a brigade of offense so far. They've put up 12 shots, 6 shots on goal, and 2 corners so far in this game. Abilene Christian always starts at the back post, then runs forward as the ball comes in.
And the header deflected by the Colonels. And the Wildcats getting some ball movement around in the box. It's going to be kicked out on the far side by the Colonels, I believe.
And we're nearing the end of the half here, so Abilene Christian will have to hurry and get another chance because there is no stoppage time in NCAA soccer. Even if we hit 0, this will probably be the last time down on this end of the field before we hit halftime. Abilene Christian will have a throw-in in a dangerous position here.
Yeah, and that Nicholls clear will not bring us into the half. We've still got some time left here.
And Abilene Christian with another throw, and this is like their 6th or 7th throw in straight.
Yeah, ACU retaining possession, looking to get another shot up just before the half. And Nicholls trying to just keep the ball cleared and take us to halftime. And I believe that will take us to halftime. Well, we will take a quick break here and then meet you inside Orr Studios with ACUTV. Welcome back to ACUTV at Orr Studios. I'm Roman Felly, joined by Trey Newhouse. And Trey, what do you think about that first half?
You know, it's been all purple so far in this game. Abilene Christian hammering on 13 shots and 6 shot on goals. They've managed to keep the ball on their half of the field and out of their own 16-yard box, which is always a great thing to do in soccer.
Definitely. All right, let's take a look at some first half stats. And at the 17th minute, a goal scored by Chase Thorne, the ACU Wildcats' leading scorer so far this season, with an excellent assist by Jordan Mickey. And then once again, 2 minutes later, at the 19th minute, the goal scored by Mickey herself. So, you know, getting a quick assist and a goal within those 2 minutes there.
And we have 13 shots by ACU to Nicholls 2. And then we have 6 shots on goal by ACU to Nicholls 1 shot on goal, which was easily fallen on by Lily Ross.
Definitely. Well, a great first half here by the Wildcats, you know, keeping the ball on this young Nicholls team and able to just, you know, keep their stuff rolling while not allowing Nicholls to get anything going themselves.
Yes, Abilene Christian will look to continue this for the next 45 minutes, and then they'll look to secure their 3rd win of the season, as Nicholls will try to get their 1st win of the season by playing a good second half of soccer.
Yeah, and we'll see after a quick break here on the ACU TV broadcast side here in Orr Studios.
You're watching the Western Athletic Conference women's soccer broadcast, Abilene Christian University versus Nicholls. Stay with us as we move on to the second half of action. If you're just joining us, Abilene Christian leads 2-0 against the Colonels. And stay with us. Don't adjust the dial as we have some more waction here on ESPN+. And we are back for a second half of action here from Elmer Gray Stadium in Abilene, Texas. And Roman, what do you think about this second half of action?
Well, I think if you're Nicholls, you got to try to get the ball on the ACU side of the field more. Again, a very young team, and probably does a little bit of that inexperience shows when they're unable to flip the field. Again, most of the time in that first half been spent on their defending side. Nicholls is going to get the ball here to start. And yeah, if you're them, you just got to get some shots up. You got to try to back down these Wildcats a little bit, but they've been great so far here.
Yes, and Abilene Christian steals possession from Nicholls, and Nicholls gets it right back as they start early with an offensive push in their own lane, and that'll be Abilene Christian ball. Looks like it may have been a handball there, a rare occurrence in high-level soccer, but an accidental handball for Nicholls, and Abilene Christian will get a good chance to get their offense rolling here as Macy Stevens boots it in the box.
Yeah, and contrary to that first half, with the team swap here, ACU looking to keep the ball on that far side of the half and get some more shots on goal on this redshirt freshman, Megan Cook, keeper.
Yes. Oh, and there's a big battle for the ball, but Chase Thorne retains possession, and she sends a nice center to the box. ACU keeps possession and will push it down their right side of the field. A little nutmeg right there by Jaslyn Torres, and Jordan Mickey with a shot, but it's deflected by the Nicholls defender.
Yeah, ACU keeping possession, looking to get some more shots here.
And Nicholls will have a good chance to counterattack here as the Nicholls forward argues with the ref for a foul. And a yellow card is given to Hannah Martin, the Abilene Christian Wildcat, and Nicholls will have a free kick.
Yeah, Abilene's second yellow of the game thus far will give Nicholls a free kick here.
Abilene Christian has played pretty clean soccer thus far in this season. But so far in this game, 2 yellow cards.
Yeah, Nicholls really just trying to get something going offensively. I mean, they've struggled to get much of anything going. They've got 2 shots, one of which on goal. But, you know, that's nothing compared to the ACU 13-6.
And let's revisit our impact players from the start of the game. Our first one was Chase Thorne for Abilene Christian, and she scored the first goal to get the scoring started for ACU in this one. So definitely making an impact. And our second impact player was goalkeeper Lily Ross, who had another clean sheet and goal. She's having a brilliant season so far. But at half, as Abilene Christian has tended to do so far this season, Abilene Christian made a substitution. So now in goal for the Wildcats, number 1, Savannah Alba. So Savannah Alba looking to make an impact of her own in this game.
Yeah, Nicholls bouncing the ball around their own defensive side here. AC looking to keep the pressure on. Good move there from the Wildcats.
Abilene Christian's footwork has really stood out to me this game as they keep possession. They've been able to blow by defenders and make crisp passes as Peyton Hill hits it to Mickey inside the box.
And the center just missed there. Yeah, and like we mentioned earlier, you know, Coach Salas really has an emphasis on defense, but we also believe that kind of an underlying thing is their fundamentals. ACU just looks super quick and always, you know, 2 steps ahead, both metaphorically and literally, against this Nicholls team. And the shot just off to the left
McCarley
from the Wild.
Just misses wide left, and that'll give Megan Cook her first chance to do something in this game. So Cook will look to play it short in the middle of the field, a dangerous position for goalies to play the ball, but no harm done as Abilene Christian hits the ball out and Nicholls will get a throw-in a little closer towards their own goal.
Yeah, and Abilene just staying on Nicholls here.
And that will be a foul there on Nicholls. So Abilene Christian will have a free kick from a dangerous position. And Macy Stevens, she can kick it pretty far. So any position on her side of the field is a dangerous one. The weather in Abilene, Texas, getting a little warmer as Macy Stevens delivers a ball into the box, but that is snuffed out by Nicholls with a good clear. But the weather is getting a little warmer. Started 86, it's up to 88 now, but it feels like 93 with that West Texas humidity in the air. And the high today is 99, so honestly a little cooler than they've had in Abilene the past couple days as the ball gets played back to Alba in the box. So a little bit of a respite from the 105s that we've been feeling here in Abilene over the past couple of days, but still a very warm day in Abilene, Texas. There's a 70% chance of rain at 1, so we'll keep our eyes out as those storm clouds will roll in from the west. Abilene Christian looking to push the ball up into their own end.
Great
Thorne.
move there by Chase Thorne.
Thorne has some room to work, blowing past the defenders, and a little accidental pass to Jordan Mickey right there, who plays it out wide. And Abilene Christian will look to cross it into the box as they do, and that ball is knocked away by the Colonels. And the Colonels will look to have a little counterattack of their own.
Yeah, the Colonels just, once again, been unable to get much going on the offensive side here. Wildcats really staying on them and just allowing this young team to have to play into their own box.
Nicholls will get their first chance of the half here, but McCarley Holloman,
Yeah, WAC Defensive Player of the Week.
WAC Defensive Player of the Week, earns possession back. So Abilene Christian will get a throw in.
Some excellent defensive whaction there from Holloman in this first week of play.
Some whaction. That phrase will definitely catch on. Nicholls with a push. Pass into the box. Goes a little
And
wide.
it's gonna be
And
out on the baseline.
that will result in a goal kick for Alba as she gets her first chance in this game. Savannah Alba, a redshirt sophomore out of Long Beach, California. So a pretty long drive to Abilene, Texas from California. She probably flew, but if she wanted to drive home, probably couldn't. So Abilene Christian will continue to push on the offensive side of the ball as there's a little through ball. Peyton Hill, another California native.
And the
trying to go
speedy
get that
Wildcats
one.
trying to get a push here, and not initially saved, but the save by Megan Cook from the shot on goal by the Wildcats.
That was Jaslyn Torres with the shot. And that ball bobbled by Megan Cook, the goalkeeper. If there was another Wildcat there, could have been a dangerous situation for her as the ball is passed into the center to Jordan Mickey. Mickey trying to get past that defender. Oh, and makes the defender fall, but she stays up. Pass out wide to Torres. Torres sizing up the defender. Looking to make a move. The ball is near the baseline, and that will
Kicked
be a
out.
goal kick for Megan Cook. So a nice little move by Jaslyn Torres on the far right wing, but knocked out of bounds by her, and that will be a goal kick for Cook. The philosophy on goal kicks for this Colonels team so far has been to play it short as there's a hard ball off of a Wildcat, which will be another goal kick. So we'll get to see that philosophy in action again. But they've had a few long balls down the field trying to make something happen. This Abilene wind can blow strong, but does not look like the trees are moving very much today. So
No, very, very quiet day for the West Texas wind. And the boot from Cook is going to be taken by the Colonels. Wildcats might have to play some defense here, a rare sighting so far in this one.
Colonels get the ball into the box for the first time this half. And
Yeah, it's gonna
Alba
be
will distribute it out to Holloman on the right wing. Holloman pass over, reined in by the Wildcats, but just out of bounds. So that will be Colonels throw-in. Roman, what have you noticed are some keys so far in this half?
Yeah, the second half, I mean, we've seen a little bit more time spent on the Abilene defensive side here. Nicholls maybe getting their feet under them a little bit better here, but once again, that young team has been struggling to get much going offensively. Only 2 shots, and one of which being on goal so far in this game, versus ACU's 14-6. Only having their goalies only having to make 1 save thus far. So I just think that ACU's definitely stayed on Nicholls very well here, and it's very evident that they have a commanding lead 2-0 here as the ball's going to go out of the Nicholls baseline.
Yes, from a free kick straight out of the baseline. So untouched by anyone on either team off of that kick. So Megan Cook will get another chance at it as she plays it short to her defender, who passes it up towards the right wing. Torres on her and knocks that ball out of bounds. So Nicholls will have a throw in here.
Yeah, Nicholls definitely spent some more time with possession so far in this second half. Time of possession dominated by ACU in the first half here. But, Nicholls trying to get something going, maybe get a little bit of momentum, try to get a shot on goal, maybe a couple, and then they, start to fall. And next thing you know, they could have a 1-2 deficit, which is much more manageable than a 2-0.
And Nicholls is just getting the ball kicked out of bounds off ACU. So that was their 3rd straight throw-in as Abilene Christian retains possession. Peyton Hill pushing up the field, but Nicholls clears it out with a good sweep. But that is off the head of number 21 for Nicholls, Delaney Lamont. And as Abilene Christian makes some substitutions. Going off for them is someone. And as there was a substitution, get some fresh legs under him in this hot Texas summer sun.
Yeah, it's number 7, Jillian Beck, throwing in the ball there. ACU looking to center and, once again get their offensive attack rolling.
Abilene Christian has really been keeping the ball on the right side of the field this half, looking to get those crosses as it's played up to Chase Thorne just outside the box, who makes
Great
a nice
touch there.
move. And
shot just right of the goal there.
that would have been a highlight play for Chase Thorne.
That would have been a phenomenal finish there. Great
Nice
touch
dribble
around 2
move,
defenders.
Gets past the defender, gets an open shot.
Absolutely.
And misses just left of the goal. So Megan Cook will have another opportunity for a goal kick here.
Yeah, great look there from the Wildcats. But, like we said before, they're getting shots up, and sometimes they don't fall, but they're going to at some point, much like the 2 in the first half.
From the other end of the spectrum, Nicholls has not got a shot up this half. Only 2 last half, as there's a stoppage of play. And Abilene Christian will get a free kick here. Both of these teams have 6 fouls, so 12 fouls total in this game. Not a very clean soccer game, but you got to do what you got to do. If you want the ball, the other person wants the ball, sometimes you got to foul them. As Macy Stevens will take a free kick here. A little chip into the box, right over the head, and grabbed by Megan Cook.
Yeah, the redshirt sophomore's impressed me thus far in this game. Obviously down 2-0 isn't great, but she's made some phenomenal saves and, hung with this much more experienced Abilene Christian team.
Yes. And that back line of Abilene Christian is still, as they've been doing all year, standing up on their head, per se. So playing some great defense, keeping the ball in front of them and not letting it get behind them.
And while we've got a break in the action, let's take a look at Abilene Christian's home schedule for the rest of the season. Today we have the game against Nicholls. September 1st, we have their game against Texas Permian Basin. And then 13-day break there. Get the Wildcats some nice rest going into Prairie View A&M with, another lengthy break. Then going into Tarleton State, Seattle University, Utah Valley, Grand Canyon, and then Cal Baptist to end the season. You can find all these games on ESPN+. One thing to note, October 1st game against Tarleton State is the Senior and Alumni Day here at ACU.
Yes, and towards the end of the season, Abilene Christian gets into their games where it really matters, the conference schedule, where they play all of their other Western Athletic Conference competition, like Tarleton State and Seattle.
Yeah, and for our promotional games towards the end of the schedule, you can check the team website and find out some really excellent days and some fun times here at Abilene Christian.
As we have a throw-in for Nicholls right here, cleared out by Abilene Christian. Over the head of both players, and Jordan Mickey gets it. Abilene Christian has a nice counterattack. Peyton Hill into the box. Here's a shot. Saved by Megan Cook, and she dives on it for a nice save.
Excellent save there by Cook.
Peyton Hill manages to get a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper wins that one. So a brilliant save by the redshirt freshman, Megan Cook, who now gets a chance to boot it away.
Yes, and a very gutsy dive towards the feet and ball of Peyton Hill by redshirt freshman Megan Cook, really playing up and showing she might be young, but she's definitely able to hang with these Wildcats.
Those counterattacks are some of the best scoring opportunities in soccer. Whenever most of the midfielders are on the offensive side of the field, so you get an odd man rush towards the goalie, and that's what Abilene Christian just did. Got a 2-on-2 pretty much, including the goalie with Jordan Mickey and Chase Thorne pushing towards the goal. And now Abilene Christian will have a corner kick here, the always dangerous corner kick, and that will be someone taking the corner kick.
Yeah,
Abilene Christian always starts towards the back post and then rushes towards the front post as the ball is delivered.
And the ball's going to bounce out of bounds on the baseline. for the Wildcats there. Unsuccessful on their corners thus far in this game. But, just keeping the pressure on this young Nicholls team and not allowing them to get much of anything going so far.
Yeah, so Megan Cook will have another goal kick here. She's had very many of them in this half. And she will play it short towards the left side of the field. And she passes it up, gets it towards the middle. And Nicholls will try to get their attack going here. But nothing doing, and Abilene Christian kicks it out of bounds for a Nicholls free kick. Throw-in, sorry.
Yeah, play continuing as we see some rain, I believe, on the field. Getting a little bit of moisture here in West Texas.
We'll see how that affects play for the rest of the game. Macy Stevens will have a free kick here from just on their side of the field. So it is starting to sprinkle a little bit at Elmer Gray Stadium. You can see some fans starting to grab their umbrellas out. And the ball's getting slick. Might be Oh, nice save by Megan Cook.
Barely doesn't slip through the hands of Cook. Like we said, slippery ball, wet conditions, but Cook has no issue there with a diving save.
Those goalkeeper gloves are sticky, but rain makes everything unsticky pretty much. As the ball goes out of bounds, and there is a yellow card for number 9, Brooklyn Hurt for Abilene Christian, the freshman out of Chandler, Arizona. So that is Abilene Christian's 3rd yellow card of the game. 3 of their players are at risk of being ejected. And if that happens, this 2-0 lead will become a lot more difficult to protect with 10 women on the field. So here's the Nicholls free kick.
And
they
booted
play
up
it
into
deep
the box.
into the 16-yard box.
But
Cleared out by Stevens. And that ball's out of bounds. And the shots differential is one of the most shocking stats of the game. Abilene Christian's 17 shots to Nicholls' 2 shots.
Yeah, I mean Abilene Christian with more yellow cards than Nicholls has shots. Definitely a factor in this game.
That's true. Abilene Christian really putting a great volume of shots, and only 2 of them have been converted so far. As here's Mickey, gets out into space and has a lot of room to work.
Yeah, pushing
Pass
up that
off
right
to
side.
Peyton Hill. Hill into the box. Here's a deep shot and over the uprights. So that will be a goal kick for Megan Cook.
Yeah, perhaps seeing some of the wet conditions start to have an effect here as that shot slips well over the goal there.
Cook plays it short. Nicholls moving the ball with ease through the defense. Making some nice passes as that ball is knocked out of bounds by number 27, Georgia Gunter. And Nicholls will have a throw-in. Throws it into the middle of the field. Has some space to work. Abilene Christian defense sagging off, giving Nicholls a lot of room to attack. As there's a nice through ball into the box. Nicholls has a chance to work. Here's a shot. Oh,
just right.
Just right. As Savannah Alba doesn't have to do anything. As we take a look at the replay here on that shot. Here it is, just right of the goal. A dangerous, Nicholls' first dangerous opportunity of the game so far. And it results in a goal kick for Abilene Christian. Abilene Christian still leads 2-0 with 25 minutes left to play in this Sunday afternoon game in Abilene, Texas.
Yeah, and a great look there if you're Nicholls, but once again, this much more experienced Wildcat team able to, stop it before it really starts and keep that shot away from their goalie.
And Holloman able to boot it out of bounds and stop the Nicholls push. Number 3, Brooke Cox with a nice move as she passes it across the field, switches the field for Nicholls, and Nicholls moving the ball well. Pass
chip
into
shot
the
into the
box.
box.
Here's Cox. She's moving a
And
lot of Abilene
4
Christian
Wildcats
defenders.
around
Oh,
her.
and she gets taken down right outside the box.
We're
No
not
stoppage,
going to
though.
stop and play as Wildcats
Here's
look to make a
Amelia
push.
Leggett trying to win the ball back for the Wildcats, and she does. Chase Thorne switches the field as it goes right past the outstretched foot of Mickey, and Nicholls moves it up the field. Abilene Christian gains possession back in the midfield. Martin pushes it right past the Abilene Christian forward, and Nicholls will play it back to their keeper, Megan Cook, but it's right to an Abilene Christian player. So Abilene Christian will keep possession. As
Yeah.
here's a dangerous situation.
Yeah, ACU continuing
Leggett.
to scratch at this young Nicholls team, trying to get shots up, and that's going to fall just through the baseline. It'll be a goal kick.
And Megan Cook will have, seems like her 200th goal kick of the game. She just keeps getting the ball there and kicking it right outside her box. As the rain starts to fall harder and harder here for the Wildcats, we'll see how this plays out in it. And here's Cook with the goal kick. Nicholls looking to get some offensive pressure on the Wildcats, as they do, pushing forward, 3 defenders to beat, and she gets taken down, and there's a foul call. So it'll be a Nicholls free kick right outside the box, and they play
they're
it
gonna
quick.
right into it.
Try to catch the Wildcats off guard. Here's a shot,
And
right
straight
at
into the
Alba.
chest of Alba. Great save there.
A second save for the Abilene Christian goalies. A little sneaky play there by Nicholls. We're going to take another look at that here as Nicholls looks to catch the Wildcats off guard there. Just kind of set the ball down, play it quick before the defense can get set, and get a nice shot that goes right at Alba.
Yeah, it's a great attempt there. You know, Nicholls just trying to get anything they can. But, you know, this experienced Wildcats team able to recover and then just, you know, great keeper and goal there, able to make the save.
And that ball is out of bounds off the Colonels, and Georgia Gunter will look to throw it in here.
I think
Looks
we're
like
getting
there's a
quick
substitution. Chase Thorne jogging off for the Wildcats, and coming on for her, number 35 for the Wildcats, Bailey Simon, out of Keller, Texas, a freshman. So Abilene Christian giving their newcomers some work
No, it's
here.
actually number 33.
Number
Brielle
33.
Buchanan, the freshman from Salina,
Another
Texas.
freshman.
So yeah, getting the youngsters some looks here, up
I
2-0.
was halfway there. As Abilene Christian will gain possession back in the 68th minute of this contest. And there is a stoppage in play. And Georgia will have to re-throw it in. Caught the refs off guard there, I guess. Take a
Yeah.
couple steps back, and then here's the rethrow.
Yeah, this Abilene pace too quick for Nicholls and appears to be too quick for the referee as well. And Abilene looking to retain possession.
And here's the Wildcats just trying to switch the field here. Here's Hannah Martin pushing it up the middle of the field with a lot of space. Tries to thread a through ball to Jordan Mickey, but it gets denied. Oh, and Martin gets the ball right back. A little pass to herself. And she's seizing the space that they're giving her. And here's Buchanan on the edge, looking to cross. Here's the cross, and it is over
Just
the
behind
goal.
the goal. Yeah, I think one of the perhaps overshadowed or unsung impact players of this game has been Hannah Martin, just
Yes.
hustling all throughout that midfield, really keeping the pressure on these young Nicholls players, but then just finding her girls and getting good passes up and good shots.
Out of the 68 minutes that this game has been played, Hannah Martin has played all 68 minutes. So, and she's played pretty well. She has one shot on goal, and really helping to facilitate the offense through the midfield. Get those through balls to your dangerous forwards like Mickey and Thorne and Leggett. Here's Macy Stevens going from a free kick from around the corner, so they will most likely try to play it like a corner kick. Here's the chip into a lot of Wildcats, and that ball is out of bounds off of the Wildcats. So that will be another free kick for Megan Cook.
Yeah, Cook's seen a lot of action in the first half with shots on goal and save opportunities, but in this second half, it's been much more goal kicks and balls out of bounds as ACU looks to make another push here.
ACU would like to get that shot on goal number up. They've only had one in the first around 20 minutes of this half so far, and that ball is out off of the Wildcats. The Wildcats they're putting a lot of pressure on keeping the ball on their offensive side of the field, but nothing's come of it so far in this half. So, in the 17th minute of this game, Jordan Mickey had a nice cross and Chase Thorne knocked it in, and then a little bit of action happened, but then 2 minutes later, in the 19th minute, Mickey got one for herself. Why do you think that those goals came so close together?
Well, I think that that first goal kind of set the tone. Obviously, a lot of time of possession owned by ACU in the Nicholls territory, but then they got the first one going and then just kind of had that momentum and got aggressive shots up, and they continued to fall.
As Abilene Christian had a nice effort there, but the shot goes wide, and Cook will get another goal kick. Abilene Christian really upping the pressure on that other end. And as a sub comes on, that sub for Nicholls is number 31, Keesley Vitaro. And here's Cook's goal kick. She plays it long. And Nicholls gains possession, passes up to the middle of the field. And that through ball gets taken away by Holloman, but taken right back by Nicholls. Nicholls looking to push the ball up. Here's a through ball. It's a foot race to get it. And a little jersey tug, but looks like no call. And
it'd be ACU ball on their own sideline.
McCarley Holloman gets away clean there. I think that might have been a foul. And it seems like the designated throw-in person for the Wildcats is a number 7, Jillian Beck. I don't really know what entails in becoming the person who throws in the ball, but probably takes a lot of skill.
Yeah, definitely trying to throw it to your player, not the other ones, obviously, but
Truth.
A lot of precision there, especially with a slippery ball in these West Texas weather conditions. And let's take a look at the Nicholls home schedule as we got a break and play here. They dropped their first 2 games to South Alabama and Florida International. But then they've got Jackson State, Texas Southern, McNeese, Lamar coming up here, along with Texas A&M Commerce on October 1st, HCU the 15th, and then ending their season with Northwestern State. And those last 5 games being Southland Conference games on their home schedule.
And not included on that schedule is the 3-0 loss on Friday to Tarleton. And Nicholls obviously competes in the Southland Conference, and most conferences do a coaches poll at the beginning of the season, and they rank the teams based off of that. And Nicholls was ranked 9th in the Southland Conference poll. So they'll be looking to prove some coaches wrong as the season gets more into swing and conference play comes around, as Abilene Christian keeps possession and has it in a dangerous spot. And that ball is knocked out of bounds by Nicholls, and Abilene Christian will have a corner kick here. Let's see if Abilene Christian can knock home that 3rd goal on their 20 shots that they've had so far.
Yeah, the 4 corners thus far in this game for Abilene Christian, compared to 0 from Nicholls, actually. So they're hoping to get this 5th one in the goal here.
Yes. And here's the kick.
Header knocked away by Nicholls.
Abilene Christian will keep possession with Jordan Mickey having it on the wing. Some fancy footwork, passes it in, but it gets knocked away by Nicholls. Mickey given some tough pressure, but nothing doing there. Oh, and she knocks it away with a little back foot kick. And here's Taylor Den with the ball just outside the box, looking to make a move. Hannah Martin swings it over to Jillian Beck. Beck with a big shot, but it's knocked away by Nicholls. Nicholls looking to counterattack here. Most of the defenders are on the offensive side of the field right now, so it could be a dangerous possession for Nicholls. Oh, and a big hit.
And we're going to get a stop and play.
That big hit was by number 25, Shelby Nickel for
And she's going to be awarded
Nicholls.
a yellow card there for that hit.
Nicholls' 7th yellow card. Okay, and here's Macy Stevens with the free kick. She has the ball at around midfield. The ref telling the defender to give her 10 yards there. And they'll try to play this one kind of in the same manner that they play corner kicks. Just kind of kick it up, have a lot of bodies inside of the 16-yard box. And I was incorrect. They pass it over to McCarley Holloman, who takes a shot, and it is just left of the goal. So that will result in a Megan Cook goal kick as Abilene Christian will look to knock one home. I'm mistaken. It'll be a Abilene Christian corner, so it was touched by a Nicholls player on its way out of bounds. And Abilene Christian has a sub coming on. Coming on, number 13, Peyton Hill, the dangerous forward. And she will step right in front of the goalie, try to get physical with her and keep her from making a nice save. And here's the kick into the box. And it is untouched. Another, it's up. And that ball's bouncing around in the box. Here's a shot, and it is in the goal. A deflection. A deflection. And that goal is by Georgia Gunter. What a goal. That will put Abilene Christian up 3-0 with 13 minutes left to play here. The corner kick was unsuccessful, but that ball was kicked up by Chase Thorne and just bouncing around in the box. And whenever the ball is bouncing around in the box like that, it is a really dangerous scenario as we get a replay here. So that ball is headed out by Nicholls. Georgia Gunter just kicks it, and the goalie was there to make the save. Redshirt freshman Megan Cook was there to make the save. But unfortunately, it took a bad bounce off of the Nicholls defender and found its way to the back of the net.
Yeah, an excellent situation there for Abilene Christian, just getting the ball in the box and then getting bodies around it, hoping it knocks around and finds its way into the goal, as it did right there.
That's Georgia's first goal of the season here in this young season, as here's
and ACU getting the pressure right back on them.
Here's Locke,
even after their third goal.
Kicks it over to Martin. Plays it out wide. Georgia trying to make something else happen here.
But it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be
bounds.
a Nicholls ball here.
That time of the goal is 76-23.
Yeah, great additional goal there. Really just add to their lead here for the Wildcats.
And I have a feeling that Abilene Christian isn't going to let up here. Not gonna coast by. They're going to try to net another one.
Yeah, it would certainly not be the Coach Salas way here. Just continue to hustle, continue to play hard, and keep it on them.
Abilene Christian
Centered.
Here's Peyton Hill just outside the box. Ooh, and that ball
off
is
the Nicholls
deflected.
defender. AC looking to retain possession as it bounces off the baseline. I believe we're going to get another Abilene corner kick.
That ball took a little funky spin
Yeah, and we'll
to go to the corner.
kick to replay here.
And here's Peyton Hill. Makes a nice move, goes left foot, but just gets deflected.
All right, and back to the corner here. Abilene looking on their 7th corner of the game, hopefully trying to get one to fall here. Unsuccessful thus far in the game, but still up 3-0. And over the diving Abilene players inside the box, and we're going to stop and play.
And we will play on. Nicholls kicks the ball far and out of bounds. That will be, looks like we have a free kick there for Nicholls inside of their own 16-yard box. Abilene Christian has been excellent on creating corners this season. That must be something that Coach Salas really emphasizes in team meetings and something that they drill a lot in practice, because they've created 7 corners in this game, and they created 8 in the game against Lamar. So they've been really successful on those corners too. They scored a goal off of a little funky bounce on a corner kick against Lamar, and they scored one right off of a corner in this one too.
Yeah, in that Lamar game, that goal ended up being huge, as it was the lone goal scored in that upset of a, NCAA tournament team just a year ago.
Yes, Lamar ranked in the top 50 of NCAA women's soccer teams. So that's no win to scoff at for these Wildcats. They are a really good soccer team, as that ball goes out of bounds off Abilene Christian Nicholls' ball. Roman, what do you think has changed? What do you think that the coaches said during halftime adjustments for both of these teams?
Well, I think for Nicholls, I think they just, kind of accepted the fact that, this Abilene team is on a roll, starting the season off really hot, and just to, kind of play their ball and be able to, maybe get something going offensively, which we saw a little bit, especially early in this second half. But then for the Wildcats, I think Coach Salas was just putting the emphasis on hustling, as they're just, they look fresh, and they look like they're playing as hard as they would if they were tied 0-0 here and really fighting for another goal. So I think, Nicholls just preaching like you have to get your game going and, not play in a different fashion just because you're down. And then for Abilene, just, continuing to be hustling hard and playing good team, fundamentally sound soccer here.
Whoa, as Locks gets tangled up with number 22, Corey Ingram for Nicholls, and that'll be a foul on Locks Neves and will result in a Nicholls free kick.
Yeah, and good to see Locks Neves back in the game after taking that ball off the head. Must have cleared concussion protocol and been ready to enter the game once again.
Yes. That will be an Abilene Christian throw-in. These Wildcats are off to an incendiary start. If they are able to close out this game, they will finish with a 3-0-1 record, which last year in total, they only had a total of 4 wins. So Coach Steven Salas has been doing a great job at turning this team around.
Yes, a very promising start, especially if, knock on wood, this game continues to be a 3-0 shutout. It'll be Abilene's 4th in their 4 matches so far this season.
Yes. Got to be one of the only teams in the nation who has not, as there's a little ref kick. Ref wants to get into the game there, but that'll result in a drop ball or Abilene Christian ball. As Jillian Beck puts a nice one into the box. But
it's going to bounce to the baseline, unfortunately for Abilene.
Let go by Megan Cook, because she wants another goal kick. These new Under Armour uniforms for ACU are pretty fresh.
They look great.
They look great.
Nice modern twist to the ever-growing Abilene Christian University, and just, freshen up the look and, look good, feel good, play good.
That's true.
Certainly,
Deion Sanders said that.
Certainly a big emphasis here in the Wildcats soccer program so far this season.
Yes. As there's a little scuffle right there, and that will be a Nicholls free kick. And they try to do the same thing.
Yeah, trying to go with that quick pace, catch them off guard. But number 12 for the Wildcats, Peyton Bastine, there to shut it down and make them take their time.
Yes, and the Wildcats push the ball up. Chase Thorne has it right outside of the 16-yard box, looking to make something happen. Pass over to Neves.
Neves to center, trying to make kicked away by the Nicholls player. Nicholls trying to make a push here.
Looking for the counterattack. Brooke Cox took it all the way coast to coast there before she dished it off. Nicholls taking it down the right side of the field. Has it right in their own corner.
Yeah, and the Wildcats
surrounded by Wildcats.
And it gets taken away out
by McCarley Holloman. Holloman passes up to Thorne, and Holloman gets it right back before it's swept away by Nicholls. Abilene Christian still continues their push. They're trying to get it up the field before the defense knows what's hit them. And that should be a foul there. That foul by number 22, Corey Ingram, will result in an Abilene Christian free kick.
Yeah, let's get a second look at that foul right there.
So that ball goes right to McCarley Holloman, who just gets checked by Ingram. And here's Jillian Beck with the free kick, looking to chip it up into the box, but it is headed away by a Nicholls defender. Abilene Christian looking to play some defense on their own side of the field. Get that ball back. And these players are falling all over the field. A lot of fouls being committed. Nicholls has 10 fouls to Abilene Christian's 9, and Abilene Christian will have a free kick from right outside the box. And they will do their signature three-man weave, per se, on this free kick. Who knows who's going to take it? They all take a step back, take a look at the ball. A dangerous situation for Nicholls.
Yeah, and as Nicholls lines up defensively, the three potential kickers here assess who's going to do what. One sprints out to the side, one gets the tap, and then the shot on goal through the middle, just past the diving arms, just left, and we'll get a replay of that here shortly.
Let's take another look at that. So just a little chip in, and that shot is put on by number 35, freshman Bailey Simon out of Keller, Texas. A nice shot there.
Yeah, some shifty moves there on the penalty, on the free kick, and Abilene unfortunately can't get that one to fall.
That one is just wide. Chase Thorne kind of had a similar goal to that in the Texas Southern game off of a free kick. She just put it on the ground right past the goalie's outstretched arms. So
yeah, and great possession here by the Wildcats, just continuing to put pressure on this young Nicholls team.
Around 5 minutes left to play. Here's
Great
a
touch,
shot.
great shot, saved.
Right at Cook. That will be her 6th save of the game. Abilene Christian has 23 shots and 8 shots on goal. Here's Thorne. Thorne with a nice shot. Oh, what
and
a save.
Great save by the redshirt freshman.
Megan Cook was able to push that ball.
Yeah, let's get a
right
replay
off
of that
the
shot.
post. Let's take another look at this. So Chase Thorne sees the open goal as Cook's hustling back. Thorne puts a shot, and Cook is able to sprint back and get a finger on that and deflect it right off the post. So a really dangerous situation that came because Abilene Christian forced a turnover in their own lane. Here comes the ball.
And on the 8th corner from ACU, looking to get a goal here. A lot of players in the box. And it's going to be whistled dead.
There will be a stoppage in play. ACU has 8 corners on this game. Nicholls has 0. So a big juxtaposition there in number of corner kicks. Here's Cook. Plays it short on the goal kick.
Yeah, I think once again that 8-0 corner kick ratio here for the Wildcats definitely a big factor in this game. While they haven't scored off of those corners, it just speaks to the aggression and the tempo that they're playing with that Nicholls has failed to keep up with thus far.
That's kind of the story of the game so far. ACU has kind of a lot of all offensive categories. 8 corners, 9 shots on goals, 24 shots. And they even have 9 fouls, so even their number of fouls is pretty high. Nicholls puts on a nice push, but it's thwarted by that ACU back line. Here's Locks into space, puts a nice through ball through to Thorne, who has a lot of green grass in front of her.
Excellent look here.
Thorne on the run.
And a great goal.
Thorne's 2nd goal of the game, puts it right on the top corner, right past Megan Cook. What a goal by Chase Thorne. Let's take another look at this goal.
Yeah, I know we need another look at this shot here.
So Locks Neves was able to thread it through all of the defenders on a long pass, and Thorne had a lot of green grass to work with. Sets up her defender and finishes.
Excellent.
Left foot,
cross goal.
top right corner,
Shot.
upper 90.
That was
What
a
a goal.
phenomenal shot there.
Abilene Christian leads 4-0 with 3 minutes left. So Nicholls will look to get one back and end Abilene's perfect defensive season so far.
Yeah, pitching another shutout once again. And
Here's a good chance, but and
And
there's
we're
a
gonna get stopped
foul.
in play.
Oh no.
injury from the Nicholls player there.
And you hate to see that this late in the game. hopefully it's just a stinger and she's able to get up and continue playing.
Yeah, she's
That's
gonna walk
Brooke
that one
Cox,
off.
midfielder, freshman out of Fresno, California, down on that play. But she was able to draw a dangerous opportunity for Nicholls. Taking the free kick, number 12, Peyton Bastine. And here's the kick.
Bastine
And it is
sends it far right
way out of bounds.
of the goal.
So Alba will have a goal kick. One of her first chances to do anything in this game. As there's around 2 minutes left to play, you got to think Abilene's got this one tied up.
We certainly like to think so here, and I think a big emphasis is not only Abilene's defense, but their offense and just keeping the ball in the Nicholls area. A quiet half from Lily Ross, and then a very quiet half from Savannah Alba here in the second.
Yes, as Abilene Christian continues the offensive pressure, even this late in a game. Peyton Hill has that one out of bounds, and Nicholls will have a chance to answer. 4 unanswered goals by the Wildcats so far. Roman, what do you think that can be attributed to?
Well, I think, again, a lot of the defense that Coach Salas had to focus on through summer and then through the early part of their season so far. But again, just ACU's offense, taking a lot of the pressure off the defensive side and just keeping the ball on this very young Nicholls team. Like we said, 20 out of the 33 players on their roster being underclassmen. So it's been a barrage of shots on goal and just shots in general from the Wildcats so far.
Yes, you have to know that this Nicholls team will take time to mature. This Abilene Christian team has been playing together for a couple years now. The core has, and so Abilene Christian has that team chemistry and has that maturity and has that experience that you really need.
Absolutely.
And
that
will
will
do
conclude
it
the match
for today's game at Elmer Gray Stadium. Another shutout by Abilene Christian. ACU scores 4 goals, 2 of them by Chase Thorne, 1 by Jordan Mickey, 1 by Georgia Gunter, and another by Jordan Mickey. So Abilene Christian will go have a lot of handshakes and prayers.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us for today's action on ESPN Plus. I'm Trey Newhouse, next to Roman Orfelli. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time as Abilene Christian looks to continue their hot streak.